No, but I legit like he's a good guy and like he'd do that.
I know.
Like I trusted him. But also speaking
Mm.
of verifications of the whole theft thing,
That's like
Space UK, yippee.
Yeah, talk to us about that.
Space UK.
About
What
the
was it
whole
There's
like
so
the
much to
day?
talk about.
You got verified nuke.
we'll just
I
like
can't
to
believe
talk for like
that's
10
real.
minutes about that.
Yeah, on that fateful morning, what were you thinking?
Faithful, I don't, bro. Okay. Um, when I was told that I verified, I woke up from a nap, obviously.
Yeah, as you
And
do, yeah.
yeah, and then I figured out that apparently I verified Slaughterhouse, and this was after like he admitted to hacking like Acheron and stuff.
Mm.
And then after that, like it all came out that literally everything was hacked. Bro, I don't even. I think I got up from my bed and like started like running around. Well, not running, but like pacing
Running
my
around.
room. Not running around the whole house. No, I didn't do that. But I started running a marathon. I was just pacing like, what the fuck? This can't be real, bro.
Yeah.
Did he ever pay you back for whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Well,
Wow.
I didn't even know that.
Dude, he's the good guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sold his PC and he paid everyone back. He did feel really guilty afterwards, because I don't know. It was
I don't know
like,
if he's guilty or if he's doing it just so
I think
people
he's
can
If
get off his ass.
if he wasn't guilty, he would have never mentioned
Because this
selling
is
the PC,
this
given
is
the ad
this
revenue
is a
back. He would have
very
just disappeared.
this is a very disingenuous person we're talking about.
I think if space, personally, obviously it's impossible to tell, and when you do something like that for so long, everything you say and do will sort of be like analyzed, and people will always make their own decisions about literally anything you do. I think that even if he is lying afterwards about everything and how he feels, I don't really think it matters if, like, for example, he paid you back. That's something that it doesn't matter if it's like he's doing it just because this, or this. Like, at least he did that. And it doesn't matter if his intentions were good or not. Like, you got money from what you should have had. And, like, that's the absolute bare minimum. And it's something that he could have just disappeared and just, like, never had to deal with ever again. Like, he full on had no reason to stay anywhere on the
that's
internet.
true.
Like, all of his
But,
friends and
yeah.
everything were, like, lied to.
I mean,
So-
I think
Yeah, that was part of it, I think, because he didn't really have many friends just ever. Like, no real connection, because he was just lying to everyone. So he never bothered, opening up to people, because he'd be lying all the time. But after, he felt, I guess, like he could not lie to people and, like, make friends after that. And then I think that's when he realized what he did was pretty bad. But, like, I'll never trust him again. Definitely not.
Also, I want to
Like, it's not possible.
he went like multiple years without even confessing. He did not feel guilty
Yeah.
enough to confess it, which is crazy.
he was only guilty
He
because he was caught. I mean, this is like
Yeah.
Yeah.
this
He
is
was like-
like someone
Yeah,
who
he
lies
would've
for
never
attention
confessed
101 right there.
Yeah, it was definitely for that.
Whatever
He
got him
expressed-
off, man. Like hacking, I guess he probably just wanted to feel important. Probably just wanted to feel valued. I mean, who knows, man?
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
when
even
I-
when he was exposed, bro, he barely even confessed. Like he
When I-
he
when
barely
I-
confessed to everything.
When I talked to him about it, because I was very curious about like what his thoughts were, and obviously because he hacked my level, we talked for a bit, and I asked him because I've known like people in the past, like a lot of my friends, from 1.9 and stuff, did the same thing. Like back when hacking was like not as big of a deal and like sort of whatever. Like people would just hack, and I would have talks with him about that. So
Yeah.
with space, I asked him, and he's like, "Yeah, I just got like addicted to like cheating, pretty much." He was like,
Yeah.
he got addicted to cheating, and that's why he tried to like quit beforehand when he deleted his entire like all of his videos, his pointer crate profile, but he just like couldn't he couldn't just stop himself from like doing that, which is
Well,
still
yeah,
a
he
choice.
wasn't
It's still a
addicted
choice.
to cheating. He was addicted to the attention from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be that, like just
And-
getting away with it. I mean, that definitely.
What else would
There
it
is a
be?
feeling
Didn't
of that.
even believe it. Like, I didn't believe it when it happened because I met up with him in real life, built him his PC, they got with his ad revenue, like booted up fresh everything, and he played Qkey and he learned the last 30% in like literally 30 minutes, and he could do it. And I'm like, okay, there's no way this guy is like, there's no way
That's
he's
another
doing it.
thing.
If he can
The
do this
best-
so fast.
Yeah.
the
Dude,
best
imagine
cheaters.
if you could go there and just be like, all right, imagine you showed up, you go back in time, you show up and you go there with like a pen and paper, you're like, all right, start playing this level.
Listen,
Let's go,
listen.
repeat Tartarus.
the best cheaters. There's a reason the best hackers in the game are also really good at the same time. That's how
Yeah,
they
you
can
have to be.
mask what they're doing. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
that's just how it is. Like
I want to ask Doggy, do you think that
One sec.
Space like legitimately rebeat
Oh,
Tartarus, the
yeah.
Golden?
I think I don't think. Come on, like even like the worst of the worst wouldn't even hack again after that. Like, what even is the point in doing that?
Yeah.
So I think he definitely beat Tartarus in the Golden. He's good
Yeah, I
enough.
think
A lot of people kept on being
Yeah.
like, oh, like he hacked before, he probably doing it again. I'm like, my view was like, this guy, like, if he hacks it, literally why? What he gains is literally nothing. Like the only
Yeah.
reason to rebeat that is for personal satisfaction.
Yeah, he didn't rebeat anything else. So like he wouldn't like he
didn't
didn't.
he
hack.
only
It's the only-
rebeat the
I think it was the
Golden and
only-
Tartarus? That was it.
He tried
Yeah.
to, he wanted to do Slaughterhouse. Funny enough, when I was talking to him when he rebeat the Tartarus and whatever, I was like, yo, like if you could
Yeah.
do Tart, like why don't you try Slaughterhouse? And he did, and sent me videos of him, like he sent me a video of him for the first time ever actually doing River's part. He had never done
He
River.
never did that.
Nope. He only did River
Oh,
after he
and
got
Crimson
exposed.
Planet. Okay.
Yeah, and Crimson Planet. But
Mhm.
like, I remember when he told me that, like, I've never
Yeah.
done River's part. I'm like, there's no way you've never even done River.
Not one
He's like,
time.
nah, I haven't.
Dude,
Yeah,
So-
I think that's what he's playing right. He's playing Slaughterhouse right now, is what I've seen.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I you know
I
what's
think he's
crazy?
gonna try and beat it.
What's up?
When he was like bad at, he was like, "Do you want the money from Acheron?" I told him that if you legitimately beat Slaughterhouse before 2024, you can keep it, and
Ooh.
he said he didn't want to do that. So
Nah.
Yeah.
To be fair, with that level, I don't blame him. Which, by the way, about that level, because this is something that's crazy, is a lot of people point at Slaughterhouse being as hard as it is because it's hacked. Like it would have never been beaten if it wasn't hacked. But people forget you did it like a month later. Like and you
yeah,
did.
but that's because he verified. Like it's the illusion.
Yeah,
that it's
well, if you
possible.
believe it, it's a lot easier.
It's
Same thing
it's
with
really
Sonic
crazy
Wave.
how
You
it
know
works.
it's possible.
Same exact
Especially
shit.
since, yeah, like the verification like pressure is insane. And by the way, like
Zodiac.
Tartarus is currently, I'm gonna triple check. It is now 27, and Slaughterhouse is still
Yeah.
number 4. Like
Yeah,
you
Slaughterhouse
did,
is a lot
you
harder.
did that. You did that like
in
a month
2021
after.
is crazy.
Yeah, like Firework, which was verified like before, is still 9, which is still
Yeah.
5 places.
Imagine
And
if
the 5
Space
places in
like
between are huge.
imagine if Space actually verified Banshee, like before.
Oh my
Yeah,
lord.
imagine.
Like whatever.
I
that
actually
Oh my
was.
asked
God.
him, like, I asked him because I was curious. I'm like, did you like, why didn't you hack Banshee? Like, did you just not like think that, like, that would be like, was that your cutoff point even for you, for like someone who like did what you did like without really doing anything? Because it is true that verification wise, all he ever did was like Slaughterhouse, if I remember correctly. It was literally the only level he
Mhm.
did.
Yeah.
And I believe at the time that he was doing it, I think because so many other people were doing it with him, even if not at the same pace, I think in his head he justified it as like, oh, like this will be beaten. But maybe with Banshee, he just did it. He's like, nah, like not even I can like do that. But
I think
it's something we'll
cheaters
never
like
know.
just lie to themselves just so they'd feel less remorse for what they do. Like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like gaslight
It's like a
themselves
mind
that way.
game. Yeah.
But I'm surprised he didn't like do Abyss of Darkness or something. I'm
Yeah, no, I
surprised.
Yeah,
think it's
I don't
because
know.
he I think a part of him was thinking like that because he was well aware that he was not very like good at cheating. Like his method only worked because it was stupid.
So
Because-
primitive.
It was so because
Yeah.
this is like now like Demonless has raw footage and they like count on that, right? And his raw footage being fine like is the only reason that he ever got through because what he was doing was so stupid. Like that's literally
Yeah.
it. And I think with AOD and stuff, I think what he wanted to do was have less attention on himself than if he had verified. Like if he verified Acheron or something, I think people would have looked into it way more. But him being like quote unquote first victor, people didn't look into it as much. They just sort of watched it and they're like,
Sure.
oh, he did it. Cool, it's space, and got over it.
Yeah, I think back to what you were saying earlier about like only thinking it's possible because it's verified. I made a video about that. It's called "The Mental Aspect of Geometry Dash," and basically what I say is, I think it does play a big part in knowing something is possible. Like
Oh yeah,
thinking something that like you're doing something nobody else has done before, it makes it a lot more difficult because there's always something in the back of your mind saying, "Oh, like, is this actually possible? Is this like doable?" But if someone's beat it, you're like, "Oh, well, of course it's doable. Like, if this guy can do it. I've been lower attempt count than this dude before, so
like you have
it's
something to
fine."
go off of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's why I think, like, with you, Doggy, because you were previously verifying Slaughterhouse, and even though your version was easier, it doesn't matter. Like, when you were doing it, you were, like, playing it, like, and because it was verified, you started grinding it, like, a lot more, and I think it became way more accessible to you because you didn't have the stress of, like, I gotta be the first person to do this, plus you didn't have to think about, oh, I can change this if this is giving me too much trouble. That with,
yeah,
I've struggled with that, like, with on Death Quarter now, like, I've legit been making things harder just because like I realize there's so much space that I'm not using like in the level, and I'm like, because I'm verifying it, I'm like I can change this, I can change this, I can do whatever I want. If I die here too much, I can change it. But if it's already out, you just got to deal with it. You just got to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, and there's so many things that I like when I was actually playing Slaughterhouse after it was verified by space, whatever. That I just got like so consistent that I just changed like because I thought it was really bad when I was verifying it, and I think when I make so many changes, it just makes me worse at the level. Honestly, like, it just kills muscle memory.
Yeah, because
That's
you're
also
constantly
another bitch to hard.
relearning.
Yeah, exactly.